and Michael say, little sisters are horrible.
Little sisters are horrible.
I'm gonna go get a snack. Huh?
Who's here?
No one!
What?
We heard knocking on the door, but there's no one here.
How creepy.
Maybe it was just the wind.
You're the grandma in here, okay? Yeah, Grandma, that's true.
A wind will do things to your imagination, you whippersnapper.
I'm gonna go get a snack again.
Did you bring me some apple juice?
What? Again! Guys, it's definitely not the wind.
I heard stories when I was younger about haints. You don't want to be messing with the haints.
What are haints, Grandma?
Haints are what in the hills we used in the old days. My granny told me that you called the ghosts and the spirits. You don't want to make them angry, young lady.
There's no such thing as ghosts, Grandma.
Not what my granny told me back in the old country in Scotland.
Well, it doesn't mean they're real. It's just a story.
Oh.
But tonight, sun sank the ghost, okay?
No, how about we just hear knocking and we don't see anything, but it's actually a ghost, and then we saw a white mist, okay? And we hear, like, serious sound. I'm gonna go get a snack again, because that's really creepy. That was a different knock, guys.
I'm telling you, there's things in these hills you don't know about, young'un.
Well, it doesn't matter, Grandma. There's no such thing as ghosts.
I'm telling you, there's things they don't teach you about in your big fancy schools you go to.
Whatever, Grandma. It doesn't matter. They're not real.
It's like, and
That's just not the stories I was told.
I'm gonna go look at your computer.
I'm old. I don't know how to work the computer.
What the?
I think there's someone coming in.
No, that's
Lordy, no! It's the Haints, not the Haints.
there's no haints. Look, the door closed and we don't see any white mist. You should see white mist.
Well, maybe they're being sneaky. You can't trust the Haints.
Bro, you just scared me like there was really a haint. Let me go look at your computer and see if that's true.
I'm telling you, there's stories about things that are in these hills that were here long before our people came here. Old stories from before your time, young'un.
Grandma, it's not true. Let me go look at the computer and don't get me scared again knocking on the couch.
I'm not knocking on anything, sweetheart.
What the?
What's your language with me, young lady? In my day, young ladies didn't talk like that.
Well, you're very stupid like that.
Whoa.
I did not knock on the table. Bro, stop staring at me, you weirdo!
Is your little brother knocking on the table? Are you knocking on the table, son?
No.
Well, if you're not knocking on the table and your sister's not knocking on the table and your baby sister and your mama's not knocking on the table and I'm not knocking on the table, then who's knocking on the table? I tell you who. It's the Haints from these hills.
Well, let me go look at Google, crazy, stupid head.
Nora. No, that's not fun.
Cut! Ah!
There's things your newfangled old Google can't tell you, young lady.
Google can tell us anything.
Google can't tell us where the haints are. Oh! I'm telling you
It
the...
can't tell you what 200 million plus 305 is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the haints don't like Google.
That was a ghost.
Well, Google tells you anything, and that's
They
true.
like Firefox better. Everyone knows that.
Well, I looked in every history book in the whole wide world, and I haven't gotten anything about the haints. And
Maybe can that Google tell you how to get rid of the haints?
yeah.
You know, if you tell them they can't come in, the stories say, if you tell them they have to have your permission to come in the house. They're like vampires. So if you tell them you don't let them come in the house and you forbid them to come in the house, my granny used to say, then they can't come in.
Okay,
So-
don't come in, you crazies.
You have to say the word, I forbid you entry into this abode, oh haint. Go back to the hills.
And they just did it.
Okay, well, go make some popcorn.
I'm not going in the scary weirdo spot. You're the lame person that's next to me.
Nora.
Let's send your brother. He's brave. You're not scared of the haints. Go make us some popcorn, son. Is that the end?
The end.
The end.
Let's look at this video.
Nora. I don't like